Morning, everyone. You're speaking to Dr. David Chitsama. Today, I'm speaking strategy, strategic planning, and the process that you need to follow as you go through this kind of thing. So, you start with your vision. Where do you want to be? Yes, you know where you want to be. Maybe you want to be the biggest supplier in the world of a certain product, or you want to grow your business from $5 to $200 million in the next 10 to 15 years. You know what you want, you got it in your mind, in your brain, and then the next thing is, how do you get there? So how you get there is like the plan, the means, right? And then you start thinking about where are you right now. You analyze your position, what strengths do you have, what weaknesses do you have, and then you scan the environment as well. What opportunities can you find, what threats are there, right? And as you look at that, you then start mapping up your strategy. What is my current business model? Is this business model sufficient to handle the type of growth that I'm going to have in the next few years like I want? Is it as big as the vision that I have? Do I have to upscale the current business model, the current processes and operational models, or do I really have to redesign it so that it is fit for purpose? So this is where some tools like SWOT analysis, position analysis, environmental scan, they come in. So you have to analyze all those tools against your business and go and say, okay, once you know the state of affairs, you can then see what you need in terms of resources. It can be human resources, it can be technological resources, it can be funding. You know, when you revamp your business model, for example, in the growth that you want is so big, you might realize that capital actually comes in as part of your model, and how you fund that business. Perhaps it will require certain levers to be upscaled. Like you might need to say, do I need to rely on the market? So you can talk about credit rating. You can talk about your access to financial markets. If it is about products, you might need to say, is it the current product portfolio that I have right now that I will use to grow? Is it the current market, or I have to expand into new markets? What kind of innovation do I need for me to be where I want? So there is a lot of things that you need to look at as you go to that level, but what you really need to do is to map it. So you need to say, here I am right now, these are the resources that I have, this is where I want to be, these are the resources that I will need, these are the challenges that I will face, and this is how I can overcome those challenges or avoid them. These are the risks that are embedded in the ambition that I have. This is the technology landscape that I'll need to look at. So you need to then consider all these ideas and bring them up together so that they give you exactly what can help you to achieve what we want. So this is just the first part of us talking about thinking of your strategy, strategic planning, and the things that you need to talk about. As we go into the next episode, we're actually going to then structure them into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that we make sure nothing is left out, and then we need to synchronize and align them. You know, that's when we'll be talking about those models like the 7S, McKinsey's, where you need to make sure that the strategy, the systems, the staffing, everything is into sync, where you talk about the hard S and the soft S. But all we need to remember right now is you start with your vision, you get into your mission, and then you incorporate your values, and then you do your current position analysis, and then after that you scan the environment, and then you look at your opportunities and threats, you look at your risks, and then you look at your business models, and then you look at your resources, and then you then bring them together to see how they will interconnect. The interoperability between all these systems that you're looking at should help you to actually sense check the strategy that you're coming up with, and make sure you know where you're going, and you know how to get there, and you know the speed humps and roadblocks that you're going to face, and how you're going to deal with them, and how you're going to finally arrive there. It's not like you will just arrive there. A lot of adjustments that you do as you go on, but this is the rough idea of how you can look at it. So thank you so much for listening. Let's look at our next episode, which will reveal very soon. Goodbye.